What is going on, guys? B2B FIFA here, and welcome to episode 27 of the Academy Project. And today we got a couple games actually. In the first game we're gonna go ahead and play Stevenage, if I'm not mistaken. Right here our boy Crin is telling us that he's not feeling up to it, and if our boy Crin says that he's a little bit too tired, we are going to rest the man. And Thomas is gonna have to put his big boy shorts on today, and he's gonna have to do a job for us. But I make some other changes to the squad as well because most of the squad is tired. Shaw goes in for Sook. Carter and Anderson also go into the midfield. Leighton on the left hand side takes sit position. Martin is also in the squad. Yaman goes out for Nilo. Nilo is a right back that I really enjoy, boys. He might actually take that first team position because I don't like Yaman. I don't like Yaman. He doesn't attack well. He doesn't defend well. Nilo is questionable in defense, even though he's a defender. But attacking, he's the deal, you know. And at least he produces for the team in one way or the other. Yaman just doesn't produce. And right here we choose our orange kit. They go ahead and go with their away kit, that dark blue and yellow. Boy, Yaman on screen right now. And we begin the game against Stevenage, boys. Very interesting game, this one. And it was good. It was good. I mean, it was all right. Now that I think about it, I mean, the gameplay felt good for me, but the highlights won't show very much for you guys. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Anderson right here gets it over to Thomas. Thomas is looking for something. He can't find anything, so he has to look back, and he sees Carter. Carter sees a run. He gets a shot, and it goes wide. Unfortunate for us, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You can't always score all of them, and in my case I score very little of them. But right here Stevenage is on the ball, and they love to play down the middle. They don't like to go down the wing. Right here I just can't get the ball away from them, and they're just making me look silly. But it bounces, and it bounces everywhere. They get this opportunity right here. Fortunate for us, we got a real good keeper in Ned and Cooper, and he was able to get that away. It's a 26th minute, and they are still attacking us, boys. Stevenage attacked the nonsense out of us. Right here we take it away, and it bounces right back to them. Right here Anthony gets a really good shot, goes into the back of the net, and we go down. Now I felt a little bit unlucky with that because I felt like we could have taken the ball away from them a couple times, and it just didn't work out for us. But right here Shaw gets it over to Martin. Martin back to Shaw. Shaw sends it back into Lee. Not Lee, but Carter. Carter right here. Once again on the ball, sends it into Leighton, and Leighton into Thomas. Thomas sends it into Shaw. Shaw looks out. He sees Martin. Martin does a little bit of work right here with the ball roll. Gets it into Shaw. Shaw puts it into the back of the net. Oh yeah. Shaw is amazing. He steps in for Sook. And we don't miss Sook when Shaw's on the pitch because he is that good. I'm not saying we don't miss Sook. We always miss Sook because Sook is number one bae. But Shaw, he's a close number two. He's number one contender. But anyways, right here, Thomas is chasing the ball. He can't get it away from the Stevenage boys. And once again, they're trying to go through the middle. They're forcing their way through the middle. They don't like those wings. But right here, trying to get the ball away from them, they put a finesse and it goes wide. So lucky for us, that didn't go into the back of the net. 45th minute, boys, and that is how that first half is going to end. So Shaw, very happy with his performance. Every time this boy steps on the field, he shows his mettle. He is just really good player. Very happy to have him in the squad. I believe this guy started life as like a 40-something overall as well. Now he's a 56 overall. Very happy with his improvements. He's like Larson is like Shaw because Shaw has progressed so quickly the same way Larson is progressing. Right here, Martin's on the ball. He goes ahead, takes a shot, and the keeper does a really good job to get a hand on it right there. 56th minute, we are trying to recover the ball, and we can't. Stevenage is still on the ball. They're holding up really well. Once again, they don't like those wings. Eventually, look at this guy. He could have passed it a long time ago, but he took a while because he wanted to go down the middle. Once again, they're trying to go back in the middle. We take it away, and look at this. It just falls right back to them. They recover immediately. And right here, once again down the middle, they're looking for something. He sends it in, and Nilo's trying to cover, and look at that, boys. We just can't do anything about that. Like, what are you gonna do about that? Who would have thought that he would actually take a shot from there? Nilo did as much as he could. Like, look at this right here. I think this is a good shot. Yeah, this is a decent shot right here. He's his back to the goal. He turns around, takes a finesse shot, goes under Nilo's leg. Look at that. And Cooper can't do anything about it. I mean, it is what it is. They score that way. They score that way. I was just frustrated because that was a nearly impossible goal and it still went in. But right here, Cartal is trying to defend, and Cartal's just not very good, is he? He's not as good as Morales. And right here, Antunes, he can't clear it. Good thing we have a very good keeper in net. And right here, our boy Martin's on the ball in the 81st minute. Martin does a little trickery. He goes ahead and does a little finesse shot. Unfortunate for us, that did not go into the back of the net. But we are able to recover immediately. Leighton is on the ball. He sends it into Anderson. Anderson sends it to Thomas. Thomas sees the run of Shaw. Shaw puts it into the back of the net. Yes, boys. And once again, it's our little midget Shaw who is doing work for us. He's such a good little player. And it's the 90th minute, boys, and we are able to run away with a draw. Look at those stats, though. I mean, we dominated him in shots and shots on target, almost twice as much as them. But you know what? That's how FIFA is sometimes. You might be the better player and still draw or lose. But that's the way it is. So we decided to go in and do some training. Happy, semi-happy with Thomas's performance, so I decided to go ahead and give him a little bit of training. Sip also, I want to try to get him to that 60 overall as soon as possible, because I feel like he's lagging behind the rest of the guys right now. Niemanen or Niemanen, please go ahead and tell me how to say that guy's name, because I struggle. King gets a little bit of training as well, and of course Cooper. Both Niemanen and Cooper go increase to 57 and 62 respectively, and King gets an A on his practice. He did not go to 63 overall, but he's very close. Very happy with his performance. And right here, Leighton is thanking me for giving him a game. Kryn is thanking me for go ahead and resting him, but I'm like, Kryn, I know I rested you, buddy, and I know you still want to rest a little more, but you need to play. This is important. So Soot goes in, Kryn goes in, Sip goes in, Santoro goes in, and Strachan, I believe I put him in for Niemanen, if I'm not mistaken. Nilo goes out as well. I probably should have left Nilo in there because I'm not too fond of Yeoman. But anyways, Yeoman goes in, and Strachan, I believe, yes, goes in for Niemanen. And we'll see that right now. So essentially, I'm fielding the fittest, best squad I can against Morecambe, because Morecambe's a good team. And they have their gray and pink kit. We go in with our orange kit, make sure nothing clashes. And Morecambe is a good team, boys. They're a good team. They they worked us. Let's just say that. But right here, they are on the ball in the first minute. They go ahead and center the ball. They get this cheesy rebound, and I can't clear, and they get the shot, and Cooper doing Cooper things. I mean, if it wasn't for Cooper, we would have been down already right there. And right here, they are on the ball. They send it down the wing. They get this opportunity. I mean, defensively, Morales did well, but I mean, that could have been an own goal. So I don't know about that. Right here, Murphy on the ball once again. That hits the post, so we were lucky not to be down a couple goals against Morecambe. I mean, they were a good side. This is our first attack of the half, and it's in the 45th minute. Tashev right here gets it over to Sip. Sip misses. And yeah, boys, that's basically how the first half ends. We had one decent opportunity. They had like 3 or 4. I mean, I only showed you the 2 really close ones right there. And Kryn right here in the 50th minute, just running through the fence. Sip sees Sook. Sook sees a run of Sip. Sip can't put it into the back of the net right here. Kryn holds up ball really well, takes another shot, and that goes wide by a couple feet, I think. But right here, Kryn is on the ball again. He sees Sook. Sook sees a run of Kryn. Kryn goes ahead and tries to run through the defense again because he's just a little pacey now, and he can't get it in. He gets a second shot, second bite of the cherry, and once again it hits the side netting. It's the 60th minute, but Morecambe aren't attacking us the way they were in the first half. We were the better team in the second half. Definitely were the better team. But right here, they get an opportunity. Fleming gets this shot off right here, and that was a dangerous shot. Every single opportunity they had was danger to us. It's the 80th minute, boys, and Sook is dead man walking. So I go ahead and change him. Shaw goes in. Bell goes in for Sip, and Thomas goes in for Kren. And this is something I haven't done in a while. I probably should have took Santoro out, but it is what it is. But yeah, so that's how that game ends, boys. Yeah, 0-0. It was an even game. They could have won. I could have won. It doesn't matter. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. That still keeps us in playoff positions. We need to just make sure that in the next episode we actually go ahead and win some games, because we can't just sit around and tie and win every once in a while. I mean, yeah, we haven't lost, which is a good thing, because that means that we still are, you know, getting points and getting up the table and so on. But here I'm looking at Sulo Katola, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want any real players, so I'm gonna go ahead and release someone. If I'm not mistaken, I go ahead and release Jack Payne. Yes, there he is. He gets released. He's unhappy. We don't want you here anyways, boys, so just leave. Make your life somewhere else. Be a free agent. Go ahead and sign for China or something, because, you know, they're signing everyone and their mama. We don't care. We don't want you in English football. We have a good enough team that we don't need you. And right here, I am making some changes. Castillo goes into the squad, because even though he moans a lot about his game time, he's a good player. Good player. So Castillo and Sanchez are in the middle of the pitch. If I'm not mistaken, they're both Chilean. So that's like a Chilean center defensive mid partnership right there. I have to double check that, but I think they are both Chilean. I could be wrong. But anyways, we go ahead into this game against Southend United. I really like Southend United. Second kit, which is the pink kit. I could have made them play with that, but I didn't want to go ahead and play with my blue kit. I wanted to play with the orange, so I made them play with their blue kit. But right here, Krin is on the ball. He holds up really well. He sees the run right there, and it doesn't do anything. He decides to go by himself and gets brought down in the box. In my opinion, that was a penalty, but nothing was called. Right here, Sanchez gets it over to Martin. Martin holds up. He sees the run of Castillo. Castillo sees the run of Sip. Sip right here does a little bit of trickery. Puts in the finesse shot, hits the crossbar. Right here, Martin goes there when the header goes above the bar, and it goes out. Unfortunate for us right there. But right here, Sanchez once again is on the ball. He sees Sip. Sip sees the run of Martin. Martin gets brought down. My opinion, that was a penalty as well. Wasn't called. I felt like the IAI or whatever, a ref was against us. But right here, Sanchez puts it into the back of the net. This boy is incredible. When we need him to defend, he defends. When we need him to attack, he attacks. When we need him to make a good run, he makes a good run. And when we need him to put it into the back of the net, he's put it into the back of the net. He's gotten us out of a couple sticky situations. Right here, Southend United is trying to get a shot. They eventually get a shot, but Cooper is there to make sure that doesn't go in. It's the second half, boys, and we jump straight into the 72nd minute right here. And Southend United gets a really good opportunity, and thankfully, once again, a Cooper is in net, and shots like that, they're not going to go into a Cooper. It's the 79th minute. I decided to go ahead and make some changes. Krin goes out for Thomas. Bell goes in for Sip. And my final change is Shaw going out for Sook. And yeah, boys, those are our changes. I mean, I probably should put Carter in, but I was feeling a little bit offensive, and I wanted to go ahead and do some damage. Wasn't able to do anything, but Sanchez gets a goal, and he's just a beast. He's a really good player, very good player, boys. And yeah, so we continue in the FA Cup. Now, boys, this is where I'm going to leave this episode. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and you guys have an awesome day. Peace.